If you're thinking about quitting dropshipping, this is your sign not to, because trust me, I was in that exact same position where I actually went broke trying to do this. And if it wasn't for me prevailing and actually sticking through it and actually like, you know what, let me keep trying, I wouldn't have students that went from 0 to 400K in 90 days. I wouldn't have success myself with dropshipping. I wouldn't have students that are hitting 1K days right now if I were to quit back then. Because trust me, I know how it gets when you test product after product, store after store. You're spending money on ads and not getting a return. You're seeing these other people have success. You easily get doubt. You easily become like, is this really for me? Like, can I really do this? But in all reality, I promise you that you're way closer than you think, especially if you are on the grind right now. Especially if you just thought about like, man, I'm thinking about quitting. Like, I don't know, this for me. Because it's like a test. You have to go through it. Like I always say, you have to go through these type of moments to really see if you're about it or not. To really see if you can withstand yourself whenever the success does come, because you have to go through trial and error to really make things really work. You imagine if your first product, it was a winner. Like, do it again. Like, you wouldn't be able to do it again and again and again. So it's like these times of you testing the product and it's not working. These times you're testing the product, it looks like it's going to work and then it doesn't. These times where you test the product and it just flats out, just lose money. You're developing character for one, and you're developing neural pathways of resilience. Because if you didn't go through, you wouldn't know how to build, you wouldn't know what a winning product looked like. You wouldn't be able to build product page quickly. You wouldn't be able to sustain yourself when you do have that success. So I'm just telling you, the grass is super greener on the other side, because the skill that you develop of all the trials and all the lessons that you learn, you then can go on and teach that to the next person, because that's exactly what I did. I've been in e-commerce since 2019 and I failed time and time again. I failed more times than I've had successes. But now, like, successes, like, it's surpassed because I have students that go absolutely crazy, and like those successes too as well. But if it wasn't for those times of me, like, there's been a time where when I went broke, I literally spent my last bit of dollars on this product. And it was this product, it was this firewood drill. If you really want to know, if you ever seen it before, it was this firewood drill. And I'm like thinking, I'm putting all my money into it. I'm like, this is going to be the one. Like, I had $100 left on the credit card. And I was like, I'm putting this last onto it. Because I was getting purchases, but like, I'm like, come on, this is going to turn up. This is going to be the one. This is where I'm going to make like the 1K days and be able to really reinvest it and keep going. So I put all my eggs in one basket. And I remember the day where I was spending money on it and I didn't get a purchase, and I knew I spent my last $100 on there. I literally sat in my car and I cried. There's been so many times where I cried at night because I didn't get a purchase. There's been so many times where I just felt defeated, like fully defeated from not being able to see the results. Because I know I'm putting in the work. I know that I'm like, it's not that I'm seeing all these other people. It's not that I'm not trying. And I'm like, I know that you got to put your all into it, and you got to put investment into it. And I'm doing exactly that. And whenever you don't see the results of that, it's really defeating. Like, honestly, like, to the point. And if you're crying over it, which is a very valid thing, that's emotion. If you are, that means that's that deep desire of it. That lets you know that this is serious. This lets you know this is really something that you're probably bound to do. You're not doing this over anything else. It's like when you get your first heartbreak, you know, you got to cry. You got to like let those emotions, but then like you're resilient. You become so much stronger after. So after those times and through those times of like feeling like super down, crying, and then you just got to really look at the grace of it, and then you have that grace. And then what's crazy about that time, the last time I cried, I was like in the car, I was in the mall, I was in the mall parking lot. I'm like, bro, this is like, I just did it. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's always like you feel like you don't know what I don't know I don't know what's next. Like, everything happens. Like, everything always gets better. But in those times, it really feels like I don't know what I'm about to do. And what I did was, of course, like, that's when I got my job and I started using my 9 to 5 and use that money to go ahead and do it. But I didn't have that plan at first. I was just like trying to make it happen. And I felt like I failed. I really felt like I failed if I like got a job and like didn't make it from like my last dollar. I had this dream of like, oh, I spent my last $100 on this and it blew up. Like I had this fantasy of making that happen, but it just wasn't how it's supposed to go. And it's a part of the journey. I'm able to tell you this right now. And then 2 products after that, I was able to really go absolutely crazy. That's when I hit my first 1K days, started hitting 3K days, 7K days, 8K days, and then was able to use the money that I was using for my 9 to 5 and my store and quit my job, and haven't looked back ever since. And it's all due to the fact of me not quitting throughout all the trials and tribulations. Look at it as a part of your journey. You'll be able to create a video just like this and say like, and encourage the next person like, yo, it gets better. It gets more better. Like, it really does get better, and you're able to use that trial and be able to look at the next person who is going through the exact same thing and thinking about quitting like, yo, like, look, this is what this has happened. Like, you can really make this happen. And then you got the results to show for it too as well. Be like, yo, look at this person. They only got 1 sale in the whole year, and now they're hitting 1K days. Look at this person. They went from 0 to 400K. Look at this person, 10K. Like, it's just really a part of your journey. And honestly, embracing it and then getting into it and looking at it as like, this is really what's supposed to be happening, it just makes everything so much better. And I just wanted to make this video because I felt this, because I know, trust me, I know exactly what it feels like when you want to quit, because like, it's just, you put so much, it feels disappointing. You feel like a failure. You're not a failure. You are a lot better than anybody else, because someone else would have been quit. Someone else wouldn't even taken the risk. Someone else wouldn't have even like betted on himself. Someone else would have stayed in the position. Someone else wouldn't have believed in himself to do it. There's so many great things that come out of those type of situations, to where you can look at it and look back at it as like, yo, keep doing it for your future self. Your future self, I promise you, is going to thank you for not quitting. I promise you, your future self is not going to thank you. And God is putting you through these type of situations to become the person where you can sustain for a long period of time. And just wanted to make this quick video to encourage you to keep going. You deserve this. You deserve to win. This is already yours. It's already done, because you were on this path for a reason. And I just want to be here to encourage you. Of course, we're on this mission of spreading the kingdom for one, but also going to hit these 10K subscribers and beyond. I'm gonna look back at this video and be like, wow, we've surpassed 100K subscribers. But be sure to give this video a like. You know somebody might be going through this and you want to give them that encouragement. If this encouraged you, let me know in the comments, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of game, I got a lot of value that I give out for absolutely free. And if you want some help, I got the first sale community down below if you want some personal help from me. But these videos, I make these just for you. Honestly, I make them for you. I want to see you win, and I'm so glad to be a part of your journey. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.